Oh, hi, it's Nat Yaxley here from View Real Estate in Hobart. I'm giving you a property power rundown for the last couple of months here in Hobart. So we've got vacancy rates in Hobart as of March of 0.3%, so nice and low still. The average house rent in Hobart is $580 per week. The average unit rent in Hobart is $470 per week. So still getting up there in rental price. Over the last month, I have really found the market just to slow just slightly. I do think that has partly to do with Easter break, long weekends and COVID. Obviously, the last 2 years we have been quite sheltered with COVID. Hasn't really hit us that much, but I've noticed a lot of people in isolation, having to have the weeks off and all of that. So things have slowed a little bit. Open home numbers are down just that little bit as well, just because people are staying away. In saying that, I have also been asked to do a lot more video calls, FaceTiming, Zooming, that type of thing. So this is where, your phone is really important and, being online and in that space. So that's all been really good. Rent increases on already tenanted properties are being increased around the 5% mark. So as I said, market is still hot, still up there as well. So overall, things are really good here in Hobart, down in the south. Nice and busy. Days on market, as I said, are just that little bit longer. So we adapt. We do different times for viewings. We take private viewings. We work that little bit harder for our owners. That's really important. But things are great down here, Tameka. Thank you.
Great, thanks Nat. Hi everyone, I'm Tameka from Q2 Property in Launceston, and today I'm going to cover most of the north of the state as we've got some of our regulars out on COVID. So in the north of the state, we're finding really similar things to the south of the state at the moment. So the market is slowing a little bit, and this is traditional around Easter. We generally find the market cools off a little bit, ready for the winter period here. But in saying that, the vacancy still is under 1% in the north of the state, and we're still receiving strong applications, but we're more looking at 4 to 5 quality applications opposed to 20 applications that we were seeing earlier in the year. So yeah, the market is still good, and inquiry is still strong on vacant properties, and rents are holding at the moment, which is great. We're not seeing any dramatic drops. Potentially the top end, I think, will probably start to slow, whereas your medium rentals between your 300 to 500 are really still very strong at the moment. For lease renewals, we're finding at the moment we've got about a 95% take-up rate. People are wanting to stay and renew, which is fantastic. And we've found that rent increases have slowed down a little bit. We were averaging sort of $40 to $50 a week earlier in the year, and we're now looking at about $20 a week rent increases. So that's reflective of what's happening in the market, and great that tenants are staying on. Again, consistency is key for our landlords. So yeah, all in all, the market across the north of the state is really good at the moment. It'll be interesting to see what happens with COVID here and the winter months over Tassie. So we will bring you that next month. We'll see what's happening. But all in all, investment is strong in Tassie. Still a good place to be buying. The sales market has settled, and return on investments I'm now finding are about 5%, which is great. We were looking at sort of 3% earlier in the year and late last year. So if 5% at the moment is really good for investors. So if you're looking to buy in Tassie, reach out to Nat or I or any of our other regulars, and we can certainly help you find your next investment property. So from us in Tassie, have a great month, and we'll bring you an update next month.